Yo, yo, yo. What up, what up, what up, my betting family? We back with another video here at No Limit Bets for the NBA slate of March 31st, 2023. Before we get started, though, as always, I would like to say good morning to y'all, good afternoon, whatever time it may be that you're watching this video. Hope y'all having a good one, and hopefully we can make it a better day by winning some money. Also, if you guys are new to the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. It's truly appreciated. We're currently on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and we're less than 300 subscribers away from hitting that mark. So I definitely appreciate all the love and support that you guys have shown thus far. But without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into today's video. I'm going to be bringing y'all my top 6 picks for tonight's NBA slate of games. If you guys didn't know, PrizePicks usually every Fridays holds a promotion where it's pretty your flex play. Your first flex play submitted is protected up to $20. So even if you do end up losing that flex play, they'll give you back the up to $20 in promo funds. So we're definitely going to be taking advantage of that today. But just to do a quick recap of yesterday's picks that we did submit. We brought out the brooms again, y'all. Back-to-back day with full sweeps. As you guys could see yesterday, we were able to go 4-0. CJ McCollum was able to hit his over 19.5 points. This one was a little bit tough, though. It was a little bit scary as CJ McCollum was struggling at halftime. By halftime, he only had, I believe, 2 or 4 points. So it was definitely looking rough. But he turns it up in the second half and was able to get it done for us, scoring 23 points. Also, we took the over 19.5 PRA line for Marcus Smart. He was able to get it done with 22. This one was a little bit worrying just because of how bad the Celtics were blowing out the Bucks. I didn't know if he was going to be able to get his full minutes, but either way, he was able to get it done for us. Also, we were able to call the under on Jamal Murray's 7.5 assists. He does come close. He ends up with 7, but we were able to call his under. And then we also took the under on Giannis' 18.5 rebounds and assists. He only ends up with 9. Like I just mentioned, it was a complete blowout. The Celtics ended up winning by, I think, 40 or 41 points. Giannis doesn't play a single minute in the fourth quarter. But all in all, we were able to get it done, y'all. Back-to-back days with sweeps. We brought out the brooms. So let's go ahead and keep that momentum going into my top 6 picks for tonight's NBA slate of games. So to get started, we're going to be going to a PRA category, and I'm going to be taking Pascal Siakam over 34.5 PRAs against the Philadelphia 76ers. Now, over his last 5, as you guys can see, he's been rolling, averaging 39.6 PRAs over his last 5, hitting the over in 3 out of his last 5 games. The 2 that he did miss, he did come close with 32 apiece against the Wizards and the Bucks. But tonight, like I mentioned, they're going up against the 76ers, and against Philly, he's hit this over in 8 straight games against them, including all 3 previous matchups this season. So he's definitely had it rolling against them. In those 8 games, he's had 38, 35, 42, 41, 59, 38, 42, and 59 again. Now, the last 3, the 38, 42, and 59 PRAs were the 3 previous matchups this season. Also, I expect a big game from him, an all-around game from him, as Toronto is currently the 9th seed in the East. They're tied with the Hawks for the 8th seed, but the Hawks own the tiebreaker. So I expect like I just said, I expect a great all-around game from Siakam for tonight. He's had a good track record against him. They don't seem to have a answer for him, so I'm gonna be rocking with him for my first pick. For my second pick, I'm going to be going to points and assists category, and I'm going to be going down to the Nets and Hawks game, and I'm going to be taking Spencer Dinwiddie over 28.5 points and assists. Now, over the last 7 games, the Hawks are allowing the 7th most points per game to opposing point guards, so this should be a good matchup for Dinwiddie here, and more than likely he's going to be matched up against Trae Young. Obviously, DeJounte Murray is more than likely going to be matched up against Mikal Bridges, and I don't see Trae Young guarding anybody else but Dinwiddie, as the Nets starting 5 are pretty big and long. So I expect Dinwiddie to pretty much get his way with this matchup tonight. Definitely expect him to obviously get us 29 points and assists. Now, these two teams have played 3 previous times this season, but I'm only focusing on their last matchup, which came after the All-Star break. And in that game, Dinwiddie ended up right on the hook with 28 points and assists, scoring 20 points and dishing out 8 assists. So definitely I like this matchup for him today, or tonight, should I say, and I'm going to be taking him for my second pick over 28.5 points and assists. For my third pick, I'm going to be sticking to the points and assists category, and I'm going to be going to the Rockets and Pistons game, and I'm going to be taking Jaden Ivey over 25.5 points and assists. Now, over his last 10 games, Ivey is averaging right at this line at 25.8 points and assists, scoring 19.1 points, and dishing out 6.7 assists per game. Over his last 3 games, he has hit this over against some pretty decent matchups. He had 28 points and assists against Toronto. He had 40 points and assists against the Bucks. Then he had 33 points and assists against OKC. Now, the main one I'm kind of focusing on is the 33 against the OKC. OKC and the Rockets play a similar style of basketball. They are very fast paced. They like to score points. Then they're not that great defensively. Obviously, I definitely do believe that the OKC is a better defensive team than the Houston Rockets. As we know, the Rockets are one of the worst defensive teams in the league this season. And against point guards or shooting guards, I'm not sure which one of those you want to classify Jaden Ivey as. In their depth chart, they have him as their shooting guard, but ESPN and everybody else has him as a point guard. So either way, it doesn't matter. As for the season, the Rockets are top 10 in allowing the most points per game to either the point guard position or the shooting guard position. So either way, however you boil it down, I think Jaden Ivey should have a great matchup here today. Another quick note, Killian Hayes is a game time decision, so he might play, he might not. If he doesn't play, I definitely like this prop. So I'm going to be rocking with Jaden Ivey over 25.5 points and assists for my third pick. For my fourth pick, I'm going to be going to rebounds and assists category, and I'm going to be going down to the Lakers and Timberwolves game. This should be a good one. It's only a 1-point spread currently. And I'm going to be taking LeBron James over 13.5 rebounds and assists. Now, as we all know, LeBron has only played 4 games since the All-Star break due to that foot injury. He has played 2 games since his return. And in those 4 games that he has played since the All-Star, he's only hit this over in 1 game. And that was against the Warriors, where he had 17 rebounds and assists. But as we all know, man, LeBron could definitely fill up the stat sheet at any given night, and it should be easy for LeBron on any given night to get us 7 rebounds and 7 assists for 14 rebounds and assists. So all in all, I expect a big game from LeBron tonight, as the Lakers are currently the ninth seed. They're half a game behind the AC, which is the Timberwolves, and the Timberwolves are actually tied for the seventh seed as well. And I just expect this to be a good game. It should be a great competitive game, and I expect LeBron to have a great all-around games and definitely get us 14 rebounds and assists at least. So I'm going to be rocking with him for my fourth pick. For my fifth pick, I'm going to be going to a rebounds category. I'm going to be going down to one of the latest games on the slate, the Trailblazers against the Sacramento Kings. And I'm going to be taking Domantas Sabonis over 11.5 rebounds. Now, I know this game has potential blowout written all over it. I believe the Kings are 14-point favorites. But all in all, I still like Sabonis to get at least 12 rebounds for us. As you guys can see, he is averaging right at this line with 11.8 rebounds over his last 5, hitting the over in 3 out of those 5 games. Now, their last game was against the same Trailblazers team. They're playing a back-to-back, and he did end up grabbing 12 boards, even though that game ended up being a blowout. So again, this game does have potential blowout written all over it. It is a 14-point spread currently, but I still like Sabonis to get his rebounds, as over the last 7 games, the Trailblazers are allowing the most rebounds per game to opposing centers. So as long as the Trailblazers kind of keep it close to where Sabonis play somewhat regular minutes in the second half or throughout the game, he should be able to get us 12 rebounds. So I'm going to be rocking with him for my 5th pick. And then for my 6th and last pick, hopefully he's still on the board. I think they took him down. I believe they did. I was going to take, let me see. Yep, I was going to take the under. The only under of my picks was going to be James Harden, under 19.5 points. But I'm going to have to make a quick pivot. Not sure really who can I take or should I take. But I'm going to be going to an assist category. And I'm just going to, this is on the fly, y'all. This is pretty much on the fly. I didn't do any research. Like I said, they took James Harden off as I was going to pick him. That was going to be my 6th and last pick. But I'm just going to be taking Chris Paul over 9 assists. Now, I haven't really done any research on it. Like I said, this is just a pick right on the fly. But with Devin Booker, with KD in the lineup, with everybody healthy now, I think Chris Paul really just goes to his playmaking abilities. As we know, he's one of the best point guards in NBA history, and all he has to do with this team is just facilitate. Now, over his last 5, let's take a look at it once this loads up. I'm not really sure what's going on here. Okay, over his last 5, he is averaging under his line at 8. He has hit the over in 2 out of his last 5 games. Last game, he only had 6 against the Timberwolves. But against Denver, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Denver does allow a lot of assists to that point guard position. I believe they're definitely top 5. But let me see here. This is all on the fly. This is all live. Yeah, they took him out. So, yeah, I'm just going to be rocking with him for my 6th and last pick. So, we're going to be taking the over on all of them. If you guys see James Harden pop back up, that was going to be my 6th and last pick. I was going to take the under on James Harden, 19.5 points. But they took him down. So, just to recap, I'm going to be taking Pascal Siakam over his PRA line, Spencer Dinwiddie over his points and assist line, Jaden Ivey over his points and assist line, LeBron James over his rebounds and assists, Sabonis over his rebounds, and Chris Paul over his 9 assists. So, as always, please do your own research. Just don't take my word for it. And here at No Limit Bets, we like to go with the low risk, high reward. But since it is Friday, like I mentioned earlier in the video, it is the first flex play is protected up to $20. So we're just going to be making that $20 entry for the possibility of winning $500. So we're going to go ahead and place that entry. And that's going to be it for my top 6 picks, y'all. If you enjoy the games tonight, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll be back here tomorrow. Let's get this money.